And developing right now, a federal judge is considering whether to restore lawful status to more than 100 students who had their visas revoked by immigration officials.
And this is all coming as the Trump administration tries to crack down on immigration, focusing right now on those with past run-ins with the law. In fact, the judge heard both sides of the case in federal court today. 11 Alive's Joe Ripley is joining us from downtown. And Joe, what will this all come down to?
So, Jonathan, already several judges have ruled to restore the visa status for students in other states. But this local lawsuit started with just 17 students, has now added dozens more. 133 people are now involved in this lawsuit, and a lot of eyes are going to be on this case as well in this judge's ruling, as it could have national implications.
When the government doesn't follow the rules, it requires people to stand up. That's what these students are doing.
Immigration attorney Charles Cook on the fight to restore visa status for 133 students. About a fifth of them attend colleges in Georgia and all stand to potentially miss graduation, miss out on job opportunities, and be deported.
Clients, they're calling me. Should I leave my house at all? Or I haven't left since April 8th, but I need to get food. Should I leave now? This is designed to scare people into leaving.
Cook argues immigration officials wrongfully terminated student visas without due process. Immigration and Customs Enforcement canceled their visas after a federal student database called SEVIS flagged their records. Cook says the cancellations were based on minor offenses like traffic tickets. Now he's calling on a federal judge to immediately reinstate the student status before their visas were revoked and declare the government's actions unlawful.
That simply freezes our client. It says, okay, you're okay. Can't be deported, you can't be put in removal proceedings, you can go back to work, and then we'll have the final hearing next Thursday on a permanent injunction, basically saying, I'm restoring you to student status.
The U.S. attorney arguing the case in district court would not comment on camera, but Robert David Powell says the students need to go through the proper channels to appeal their visa revocations. He's asking for the identities of all the students involved in the lawsuit so the process can move forward. U.S. District Judge Victoria Calvert this evening saying she will likely rule on temporary reinstatement of these student statuses by tomorrow at midnight. And then next week, we're expected to get a ruling on a more permanent restoration of visa status. We're live outside the federal courthouse in downtown Atlanta. Joe Ripley, 11 Alive News.